This is the Schieler Harvester Model 988, the refined product of over 30 years of engineering and the best investment you'll ever make for your harvesting operation. This single machine will harvest prunes, pistachios, and even almonds. This is the only tree harvester that takes full advantage of a single-piece design. It delivers surprising harvesting speed, has an unparalleled ability to shake each tree better than any other harvester. It utilizes a superior automatic bin system and takes only one operator instead of a crew of 3. It far better conforms to new air quality control standards, and with the rugged durability this harvester possesses, you know you can always rely on the Schieler Harvester to get your orchard done fast and done right. The 988 is a proven harvester that was engineered by commercial harvesters that use their own product every season. In fact, the very designers and hands-on manufacturers have actually personally driven their own 988 and have harvested over 500,000 trees with one single machine. They know, like no other manufacturer, what it takes to have the most cost-effective harvesting operation. At first glance, many assume the 988 is slower than a conventional two-piece harvester. Well, that couldn't be further from the truth, and we'll demonstrate that here. The 988 can perform a constant 4 trees a minute, but we all know that looking at a few trees at a time or even a couple of rows won't accurately measure the daily acreage you can expect. This is where the 988's single operator design makes all the difference. A two-piece harvester often has to wait for one of the other sides of the equipment to get to the next tree. They also have to stop for a considerable amount of time to load and unload bins, and any conventional harvesting operation manager knows just how much time is wasted when the crew has to stop on the ends, dust themselves off from the harsh conditions, and then coordinate a difficult turn for both machines. The 988 harvests at a constant pace that's easy for the operator to maintain. When a bin is full, he unloads it at the touch of a button while he moves to the next tree. When all but the last bin are full, the harvester is reloaded with 6 empty bins while he shakes the tree he's on, never having to stop his pace. And turning on the ends is accomplished with ease in less than 20 seconds. Unlike most other harvesters, the 988 returns its rear wheels to center automatically at the flip of a switch. The 988 is fundamentally different than any other harvester because it was engineered around the tree and the operator from the ground up. The operator faces the tree he's shaking for several reasons. He can easily see the trunk when lining up the shaker head pads. He can effortlessly monitor the bin being filled and the conveyors at all times. And since he can look both in front and behind the harvester, the use of the 988's all-wheel steering makes tight turns a simple task. The operator's orientation makes the most sense when you see just how the 988 shakes each tree. Not every tree is the same, so why would you want a pre-programmed shake? When it comes to pistachios in particular, most experts agree that shaking the tree too hard or too long will knock off the buds of next year's crop. Having a clear view of the tree enables the operator to shake each individual tree on a tree-to-tree basis. And not only does the 988 have the best pattern for selectively shaking both small and large trees, it has a one-of-a-kind hydrostatically controlled shaker motor. When the tree is wrapped, the hydrostatic power is automatically switched from the 4 high-torque wheel motors directly to the shaker head. That's why the 988 has by far the most powerfully responsive shake. One grower in particular, Hoffman Farms, owns 4 988 harvesters. Because they can now shake each tree just right, they claim they no longer experience the typical alternate bearing yield cycle. Their average yield has significantly increased since they started harvesting exclusively with the 988. Not only does the 988 have this unique shaking ability, it's the only single-piece harvester that wraps around a tree while missing all the low limbs, then expands and lifts its canvas to surround the tree in just the right places. The 988 has a catching area that seals and contours the tree and is the only harvester with its tree seal attached directly to the shaker head. This allows for far less crop loss than any other harvester available. The remarkable durability of this catching system is surprising. The canvas is not a fabric. It's actually a woven laminate composite tear-resistant membrane used in industrial roofing systems. Supporting the canvas are flexible solid fiberglass poles that withstand the harshest of orchard conditions. Two-piece machines don't have the advantage of Schieler Harvester's hydraulic-powered bin-changing system, so many conventional harvesting operations have gone to bulk handling systems with the idea that they're reducing labor costs, since they would otherwise need crews to manually handle bins. However, this concept relies on adding more expensive equipment and complicates the process of getting the nuts to the huller. According to experts at hulling facilities, pistachios that have been handled in bulk systems are only stable for as little as 4 hours before they have to be processed. When they're handled in bins, pistachios are stable for well up to 24 hours, even when transported in belly dump trailers. Additionally, dark stain is less prevalent, and only with the 988's unique stick remover and powerful leaf blower system will you see less unwanted debris in the bin than any other harvester. That means you'll save even more money with the 988 because you haul more product and less trash. Bins handle your crop much gentler, nuts are allowed to breathe better, and aren't subject to mechanical damage. The 988 can handle bins in conjunction with any standard bin carrier automatically without a single person ever laying a hand on one. And this harvester can fit without any difficulty, fully loaded with bins and spacings as tight as 18 by 15 feet. It's obvious to see that the 988 delivers the smarter solution to drastically cutting labor costs and getting your crop out of the field faster and cleaner. The 988 not only gets the most out of your orchard, it gets the most out of its operator. Engineers at Schieler Harvester learned long ago that making the operator as comfortable as possible results in much higher productivity and profit. If the driver is comfortable and not exhausted, he'll drive safer, faster, and most importantly, longer. In spite of performing the function of two machines, the 988 is easier to operate than either side of a two-piece harvester. Having all the basic operating controls reduced to one lever, one pedal, and a steering wheel not only makes this harvester easier to learn, saving you training time, it also enables an operator to harvest faster. Because of the 988's streamlined efficiency, one operator, not a crew of 3, will easily be able to harvest an average of 200 trees per hour and maintain this pace all day long. And you can change from one crop to the next in just a matter of minutes. The 988 has an interchangeable rear station that allows you to switch crops in less than 15 minutes. You change the rear station just like an implement on a tractor, from a standard belt to the Schieler Harvester Vibrasizer or to the revolutionary Almond Windrow attachment. This accessory allows you to shake almonds without sweeping. That's right, no sweeping. The attachment lays a wide windrow of almonds on the ground at a constant rate behind the harvester, where the almonds actually dry faster in the middles. This is just one of the more remarkable innovations at Schieler Harvester, and we are certain it'll not only revolutionize the almond industry, it'll save growers millions of dollars. Having a harvester that can meet all your harvesting needs better and be more efficient is not only cost-effective, it's also environmentally conscious. Growers are now burdened with the daunting task of complying with new air quality control standards, and this is where the 988 literally leaves competing harvesting methods in the dust. In California alone, the 988 qualifies growers for up to 8 CMPs. The 988 runs on just one clean-burning Tier 2 engine. It only makes one pass down each row at harvest. In fact, you cut out at least 6 passes by not sweeping in almonds, and at least 2 passes in pistachios because you have a single-piece harvester that you don't have to scatter bins for. And don't forget, less debris in your harvested crop means less dust too. With only one machine, you use half the fuel, have less parts and components to repair, spend less time and money on maintenance, and with the 988 only need one worker to run it. The 988 Schieler Harvester is obviously the best choice you could ever make for your harvesting needs. It's faster, more productive, and more cost-effective. It's easier to operate and maintain, and it's far more reliable and durable than the competition. It's your opportunity to take your harvesting operation into the new millennium.